Hello everyone, it is Miss Tyler here and I'm here today to show you a quick video on how you can support your children at home with their reading. Now this year we have taken on two new reading platforms which work in conjunction with one another. Your child has been assessed through our one platform called Renaissance Learning, where once every half term or term your children take part in a reading assessment which produces for them what is called a ZPD book level. We then assign children books which they bring home to read with you. The books that they bring home may, for example, be like this example here, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a well-known Roald Dahl book. And in the cover, you will see a sticker looking like the one on the right here. The information in the sticker, the main piece of information you need to be aware of is the book level, which means 4.8. That tells us that that book is suitable for your child within their ZPD range. The bit you will need to look at for at home potentially is where it says the AR quiz number. Okay, so you can see that just here. This is where, if your child finishes reading their book at home, they can log on to our platform via their home connections to take part in their quiz. We recommend that they take the quiz within 24 to 48 hours of completing the book. They can do these quizzes at school, but a lot of children are enjoying taking part in them at home, where you can see what they've also been doing. So I will now show you how you can access those quizzes at home. On the internet, you will need to log on using this website here, which you can see in the toolbar at the top. You have to use this website exactly as it is bespoke to our school platform. Teachers will be posting in Seesaw messages as a reminder of what the homework is, and they will likely be putting this as a link through your Seesaw messages. So once you've clicked it once through there, you can bookmark it. When you've clicked that, it will take you to this screen, and you will need to click on, or your child will, on I am a student. Using their login, they will need to log on. Now, every child has a login, a username and a password which has been given to them by their teacher. These will be sent home, and once you have inputted these, you can press log in. Once your child has successfully logged in, this is what their screen will look like. The two blue icons are the icons we need to use in school, so please do not allow your children to click on these ones. Those are for their assessments that they do. The one that you need to support your child with accessing is the first orange icon that says Accelerated Reader. When you click on this, this will enable them to search for a quiz. It will bring you to this page here. Now you will need to search for the book that they are reading. So in the example of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you can either type in the title of the book, the author to search, or as I showed you on the first slide, the quiz number that is in the book, you can input that directly. When you press search, it will bring up the different books. As you can see here, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory comes up straight away, and you can check it against obviously the book level that they've been reading and the quiz number. Sometimes where there are numerous versions of books, for example, there may be lots of different versions of Black Beauty, you will need to look carefully to check with whether it is the correct quiz for the book that they are reading, so just be mindful of that. When your child then clicks on Take Quiz, it will take you to the next page. The quiz they want to be taking part in is what's called the reading practice, which you can see is selected here. Then your child can select whether they were read to by yourself, they read the book with you, or whether they read by themselves. It's really important that they choose that honestly and representative of what they've done. It just takes into account whether it is looking at the child's independent reading or their comprehension in terms of the discussions had with an adult. So click on the appropriate tag and it will then start you to taking the quiz. The quizzes are various different questions based on the book. The idea behind them is the children don't complete it with the book with them. It should be based on their understanding of what they've remembered reading it. hence why we suggest they do it 24 to 48 hours after they've completed the quiz. As teachers, we can then see how they did on the quiz. It guides us to whether the book was okay for them in terms of understanding, whether it was a little too hard, too easy, and we can therefore then monitor the children's progress. Now, as I mentioned, we have 2 reading platforms. The one I've just shown you is for them to take their quizzes on a hard copy of a book that they are being sent home with. We have also bought into another platform called Myon, which is a fantastic online library of thousands and thousands of books. We encourage the children to read books on Myon alongside their actual book that we have given them. It's an option they are welcome to use. They don't have to, but the children are finding that actually the range of books on here are really enjoyable and that actually they enjoy reading off a screen on what we call an ebook. So if you go onto your search bar again on the internet and you were to type in www.myon.co.uk, it brings them to this login screen. If you click on Myon login, it will ask them for their username and password. The username and password for this site are the same as the previous set of credentials. All we need to make sure of here is that we search for the Perrywood Nursery and Primary School name in the first bar at the top. Children then need to put in their username and their password and press sign in. When it brings them into their own login page, you will see that it shows you what their ZPD range is at the top, where the orange, blue and green boxes are. What this means is that children have connected their assessment with this platform. So the books that are suggested to them are within what we say is their range of reading. So books that they should be able to access and comprehend. You can see here there's the animation with a reader meter, and it shows children how much time has been spent reading on this online platform, the books that they finished and the pages that have been read. If you go up to the top to click on the library button, it will show you this. Children can choose books within their ZPD, as you can see here. It brings a library of books which have been suggested to them by the platform, which are suitable for their range. So children can browse through this and select a book. They can also click on favourites and bundles and also browse through different genres, but the easiest way to select a book is through this here, where children choose a book appropriate to them. When they've chosen one and they've clicked on one, if you can see there, it says a green button that says read. This will take them to where they can read the book. If they've already read it, they could take the AR quiz, which takes them to the previous platform we have just looked at where they can do the quiz. Once the book has been finished on this platform, it does automatically prompt you, if there is one, to take the quiz. All of the books on Myon are really high quality. They offer lots of beautiful pictures, fantastic text, and also the option where the books can be read aloud to them. By pressing on the play button in the bottom left-hand corner, the books can actually be read to the children. And that is just where, when it comes to do a quiz, they would select that I was read to, not I read on my own. But the children can navigate through the book really easily by clicking on the arrows. The system is very clever in that if the child doesn't read it thoroughly enough and they just whiz through the pages, it won't allow them necessarily to take the quiz, or it will flag up that actually they've not read it properly enough. So just be mindful of that, that actually it's something that is monitored. The children read through the pages and then, like we've said, they can complete the quiz at the end of the book. These quizzes also go into the system where we monitor the other quizzes. So between the two, we get a really broad picture of the types of books your children are reading and what the data is showing in terms of their understanding, their fluency of actually decoding the words on the page, and therefore then we can monitor and get a real up-to-date picture every week as to how much your child is reading. I hope this video has proven useful to get you supporting your children with reading online. Obviously, if you have any questions, please ask your class teacher or myself and we will be happy to help you.